what is the purpose of private family trust? What is private family trust? Please educate our audience.
What happens is that typically you may just not give the wealth away to your family members, right? Because then it is under their control. They can use it the way they want it. And as I earlier mentioned, sometimes you want to protect the family member from themselves because of lack of financial knowledge, because of, innocence of a family member, somebody taking undue advantage. But if you want to come up with sophisticated rules, and let me give an example. What if I create a rule to say that 50% of my corpus will never be spent till my daughter, let's say, touches 35 years, right? And after that, the maturity is gained, and after that they can do whatever they want. But I'm creating certain locks on the wealth. I'm creating certain rigors on the wealth. I want to write that they cannot invest in risky assets such as bitcoins, etc. In a will you can write all that, but if you create a private trust deed, the manner of creating that sophistication with a very simple structure is much more effective. So if I have to simply define a private trust, which is of course under a very old law, Indian Trust Act of 1882. In fact, the trust law in our country is older than the Companies Act. In a trust, what happens is that you create a document, you make somebody a trustee. You yourself can be a trustee in your lifetime. You identify the beneficiaries, which in my example could be my wife and my daughter, and effectively you become the settler. Like I become the settler, I become the trustee, and they are the beneficiaries. And in future I create a line of succession. I say that after me, my wife becomes the trustee. Something happens to my wife, my daughter becomes the trustee. But if let's say my daughter is not major, she's still a minor, then I'll create a guardian trustee. If something happens to the guardian trustee, I will create a guardian trustee number 2. This is how the line of beneficiaries happen. God forbid if all 3 of us are not there, then the wealth can go to some charity, or it can go to a part to my distant family members, part to charity. I can create all those scenarios. I can create all those permutations. Effectively, I can look at multiple scenarios, multiple permutation, and I can put it into a very structured manner. Now, can you do that in a will?